Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I pray everybody is in the best state of Iman and health. Insha'Allah ta'ala, I will go through a few rulings regarding the Masbooq. Masbooq is he who missed a rakat or two of the Jamaat prayer, congregation prayer. He joined in with the Imam when the Imam was in the second rakat, third or fourth. So such a person is known to be a Masbooq, a latecomer. When the latecomer joins in with the Imam, it's important that he finishes saying Allahu Akbar in the standing position, qiyam. Okay? So, for example, if the Imam was in ruku when this person arrived, or if the Imam was in sujood when this person arrived, this person, he can't say Allahu Akbar and directly go into sujood. This is wrong. He will have to finish saying Allahu Akbar in the standing position, and then after that he will pause for the time it takes to say Subhanallah once, and then he will say another takbir, Allahu Akbar, and then he will join with the Imam wherever the Imam is. If the Imam is in ruku or sujood, he will join with the Imam. So if the Imam was in sujood, for example, this person, he will say the opening takbir standing, Allahu Akbar, and he will leave his hands to his sides. And then after that, he will say another takbir, Allahu Akbar, and he will join with the Imam in sajda. He will not do ruku, he will join with the Imam. Okay? If the Imam is in ruku, then he will join with the Imam in ruku. But he can't finish saying Allahu Akbar in ruku or in sujood. If he does this, then his salah will not be valid. His salah will not be valid. Yeah? It will not be counted. So this is very important that one finishes saying Allahu Akbar in the standing position. Okay? For example, the Imam was in ruku. Okay? And I've arrived late. Okay? Now I can't do this Allahu Akbar. I've just finished saying Allahu Akbar in ruku. No, I will have to finish saying Allahu Akbar in qiyam, in the standing position. Allahu Akbar. Okay. Then I will pause for a few seconds, and then I will say another takbir, Allahu Akbar, and join with the Imam. Okay. But if somebody, he joined in and he said Allahu Akbar, and he finished saying Allahu Akbar when he was near the ruku posture to such an extent that if he was to leave his hands, they would reach his knees, yeah, then his salah will not be counted. Okay, so he must finish saying Allahu Akbar in the standing posture. Okay, if the Imam is in ruku or in sujood, he will say Allahu Akbar, and he can leave his hands to his side, and then he will pause for a few seconds, and then he will say Allahu Akbar again and go into ruku or wherever the Imam is in. Okay, so this is very important. Some people, they join in directly and they say Allahu Akbar and they finish saying Allahu Akbar as it looks like in ruku or near ruku. This is not allowed. If one finishes saying Allahu Akbar when he was near the sunnah position of performing ruku is to hold your knees. Okay, and the fard limit of ruku is bowing, is to bend down so much that if you was to let your hands go, they would reach your knees. Okay, this is the fard limit of ruku. Now if one finished saying Allahu Akbar when he had reached this limit of ruku, the fard limit, then his salah will not be considered to having started. Okay, so he must finish saying Allahu Akbar in the standing position. After that he will pause for a few seconds, and then he will say Allahu Akbar again, and he will join with the Imam wherever the Imam is in. Whatever position the Imam is in, he will join in with the Imam. And another mas'ala is regarding sajda sahab. If the Imam performs sajda sahab in the end, the Masbooq will follow the Imam in performing the two sajdas of sahab, but he will not turn his head to give salam to the right side. It's the sunnah method of performing sajda sahab is to first give salam to the right side, then perform 2 sajdas, okay, and then recite at-tahiyyat, Durood Sharif and Dua, and give salam both sides. Okay, so if after giving salam to the right side the Imam performed sajda sahab, 2 sajdas of sahab, the Masbooq will follow the Imam in performing the 2 sajdas of sahab, but he will not turn his head to the right side to give salam. If he does this intentionally, the ulama mention his salah will become invalid. Okay, but if he was aware of this ruling that my salah will become invalid if I turn my head to the right side and give salam, and the Masbooq, he did this mistakenly, he turned his head to the right side and he gave salam, his salah will not become invalid. But if he did this intentionally, his salah will become invalid. Or if he wasn't aware of the ruling and he gave salam to the right side, his salah will become invalid. So the Masbooq will not follow the Imam in giving salam to the right side, but he will follow the Imam in performing the 2 sajdas of sahab. Okay, so the Masbooq will follow the Imam in performing sajda sahab, but he will not follow him in performing the salam to the right side, okay, before the 2 sajdas of sahab. And if by mistake the Masbooq he gave salam, he will, when he stands to complete his remaining units, when he reaches the end, he will perform sajda sahab. He will perform sajda sahab. So these were a few important rulings regarding the Masbooq latecomer. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allow us to attain ilm nafi', beneficial knowledge. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us all the tawfiq to worship Him subhanahu wa ta'ala with ikhlas, sincerity, with good intentions. Ameen. Bijahi nabiyil ameen. Wa ma alayna illa al-balaghul mubin. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.